Unity Broadcasting Television don come for unify, sensitize, and inform Salon people home and abroad. Unity Broadcasting TV don come for developments now we country unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nation Salon.
Journalists, the minister, and all other very important personalities within Ayaso today. Salon the member, and Salon really the member. We can't member without Una, the journalist, because now Una help for tell the story there will make we able for the shape and elect today. We want to salute the brave one that we still alive first. And member who will be listening radio, the Anafula them voice, Dr. Spencer them voice during the war. How the nation be able pandemic for credible news. We remember when they tell we say go between two walls, so that you know we'll get hot. On a radio, because nobody know the percent waiting for do, nobody know experience war, we not be know waiting a war. So see the amount of lives then where they make escape. Maybe we all from don't die like today. If they're not been tell we have to go between two walls. We remember because they tell we say where you see then the dance in the street say come on a do. Not come on a door because they will open fire power. We remember the thousands and millions of lives that we then say just because they choose for risk their lives and safety, and they na their radio. Never mind na overlong them in day, but they still able for give credible news. We remember the one name where with the small camera, just imagine that, not talking proper digital age then 10 and day. We go out and take all them video they will show today for make we remember the war. Imagine if they not be risk their lives for taking them video then day, waiting the for that happen for history. How we will tell we your story to we begin there, and even to the one that we know this salon for tell the waiting happen. We want for salute the one them way die. It's not easy. Remember say then our brother then, papa, we cousin, sister then, the journalists that we die. Now we niece them, now we nephew them. I should say one way or the other, I can always say all man na salon connect to one person we die. But the journalists then be one for let we get this recording of what happened and able to tell the true story. A member, and really the member, who be the listen BBC, who be the listen with brother in voice. When them in the report, I remember Junior Silva, they all them voice there. When them in the member, Victor Silva, sorry, them voice the way them in the where they all in the report. Remember saying that 245 in the. I still remember that. So we be the mix up box up the Fofana what are the reports? We remember not to be easy thing for Salon. But we tell God thank you for when they choose for do the right thing. For say the right thing we save mortal man, and for able for make we their life today. We tell them thank you for them bravery. And we tell them thank you for all the sacrifices where they make. Remember say the rebel them in the run after them. Plenty tell when they not get them, then they go after their family then. Once they're able to tell outside their family then. So some of them then they are alive today, but their family they suffer because of that. So as to remember, they will get to remember their family themselves. Because by extension, at the ancestor, the heart still the bleed of waiting they go through. We want for member. Say, Julia, as we dey do this, a member, we get for member say, for the peace of Mama Salone, we get for learn how we get for report responsibly. Member say this member with the member, not only for member waiting na the past, but also the member the future. How the journalists go help Mama Salone, no, we not go back to that space again. No, not go back to the war again. Because some of the kind way they can ask questions them, na radio and TV, it can aggravate so much situation there. Let me remember, say with one grain interview, now it cost Rwanda waiting the war wait for them day. And we kill. When they kill, say today then they give all kind figure na Rwanda. We don't want that from media houses. And we don't see that they play occasionally in Ayaso. If we went out to election, normal days like the Ayaso, we see what journalists are capable of, what is that small thing that you earn, get power for do. And not say now we get the social media bloggers, them all they want them day. As we talk to we professional media houses, them we talk to them sets the TikTokers them. Say Julia, on a member say that weapon waiting on a very important thing. No, we not use them for destroy we set in the country. May we use them for build, for be innovative, for promote good thing there, and not a negative thing there. Let we use them for X we set up, and not use them for tear we set down. Let we use them for help, critique responsibly. Nobody not say you not criticize. If you not criticize, nobody not gonna know who side get flaws. So let we do that responsibly. And then Mama Salone will continue for grow and develop and be a better place more than waiting with the enjoy daily today. Before I close, I want to mark for 1 minute silence for no member. All the one that we don't go before when a journalist. Because of the war. May their soul rest in perfect. Thank you.
All right, many thanks to Executive Secretary from Peace Commission. One for the Peace Commission, one for Tell Boku Tenki. They've been a very, very solid partner throughout this very first National Remembrance Day event across the country. And it don't garner so much momentum, all thanks to the media as well. And SLAJ has also been a very big partner for we. So and I will call on the Secretary General of SLAJ for make a also kindly a statement. Mr. Edward Mara. A big round of applause for him, please.
Honorable Minister of Information and Civic Education, Ministers of Government, members of the diplomatic community, former President of SLAJ, Omoro Fofana, Mr. Kelvin Reeves, the Chairman of VEJUL, Mr. Yunus Asise, the Chairman of the Independent Media Commission, the Deputy Director General of SLBC, senior colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. On behalf of SLAJ, I stand here for making statements. The executive and the president, we currently out of the country, we don't know from here, but it's on an official assignment in India. So in that regard, I deliver a statement on behalf of SLAJ. For we as SLAJ, we find this event very important, very historic, in the sense that we are here this evening for member, we colleagues them where they sacrifice their lives for a country and for democracy. We also want to remind the public that the journalists that we remember today, they are only holding their pen and their notepad. They will not get gone. And so, in the line of duty, you are slaughtered. It's sad for our media. It's sad for our country. And we also believe, say, journalists will not be killed for merely documenting the truth. One for say, thanks to the Minister of Information and Communication. We also want for extend with thanks and appreciation to His Excellency the President for the fact that in government talked about today, we're not able to remember we colleagues that will not die. We know that this was part of TRC recommendations about 23 years ago, but previous government have failed for implement some of their recommendations there. It takes a leadership for declare a day like today, for remember the one day where they suffer, the one day where they also died as a result of the war. Tonight, we're going to hear stories from our survivors where they survived the war, the sacrifice where they make, and the risk where they take, just for tell the truth. For we Sludge, we want to use this as an opportunity that moving forward every year, and therefore be part of our annual activity. That next year, it will be more and more planned. This is just a pilot project that the minister 4 days ago, a call with, he said, no, this day not for pass, we will not do something for Sludge and for journalists in Leone. So this is just about 3 days planning. We planned this thing for 3 days, myself, the executive, and then the minister. He has been very much supportive, and I want to just take this moment for not just clap, get a hand of applause for a leadership we provide. Forget to say with this. We also want to use this as a beginning for not documenting your stories and ensure say we tell our own story. Our colleagues suffered in silence, and we still have many of them whether they suffer in silence as a result of the war. My finance secretary, if you look at, he was almost amputated. If you watch, he's almost carrying half arm. The assistant secretary general was captured for 5 months, then go recruit him, then turn him to communication officer. Many of those stories are there. We have journalists that are suffering in silence. We want to use this as an opportunity for being record and document our stories. A lot of senior colleagues have written good articles about the story, about the war, but again, it's not enough. I think what we do for now is for Sludge to look at this as a project, so that moving forward we document this and get a detailed account of what happened to journalism during the war. So on that note, we also don't commit ourselves as an executive that every year now we go for the organized public lectures in such an event, so that the upcoming journalists they will not forget the mentorship of the senior, for instance, whether they are around. Let us celebrate them when they are alive, not when they are gone. We're happy today to have Mr. Kelvin, Umaru Fufana, Mr. Sylvester Rogers. They'll be here to tell their own story. Auntie Anna Fuller. Most of them are still maybe today, not the first day. We're going to meet with some of them people there. For these are the ones who then laid their life for this country. We want to commit ourselves as Sludge that never again shall we go back to war. And never again shall we look at our differences and then plan to go to war. Let's plan to resolve our differences as a family. We want to make sure, say, the young ones that are coming up, let them learn from this story, and even at university level. It's sad that we remember this. Like me, your former boss, I will not bother to mention that. They will explain. A man don't work, go home, rebel attack, and take your entire family, wife, and pick them all, they go hide in a church, then they can't, they slaughter wife, they slaughter and pick them. They wipe up the entire generation. That is how we form our boss. This is a moment of reflection. Let us reflect deep in our hearts and remember that as a country, we're able now to move forward with our democratic process. Democracy is the only way forward. Not gone. On that note, Mr. Minister, thank you so much. This has been a very good initiative. We will build on this, and this will be part of your legacy, I can assure you. Thank you so much. God bless you.
As a member of SLAJ, really proud of the work with SLAJ they do. And we must also take into account that most of the one who they share their story here tonight, for most of them, they will be doing that. Then will they do that in front of a local audience for perhaps for the very first time. And so it's a lot of education for we the young one them as well, for make we learn and really reflect on the sacrifices that they all went through. Like I said, tonight is not about us as the Ministry of Information. It's really about journalists, them. And I will invite the Minister of Information and Civic Education for kind of a keynote, and then we dive straight into the panel conversation.
Thank you very much, colleagues, ministers of government, members of the diplomatic and consular corps, distinguished journalists, friends. Tonight's na heavy night, but also a moment of relief, because they say when you fail for member, you repeat the mistakes. I'm very privileged for the year with Tuna, and as I sit down, I think of growing up. I grew up as alone, and as I look inside this hall, the people always sit down here, I realize as they walk in, many of them, I get, we can be starstruck. I get star complex. People who are sabi as superstar them at the dinner here. People who shape history for we Nasalo. We document that history. We help we follow we able for member today. We help we follow we able for see this country and learn about the history. Me don't always be a student of history. And so I've been very pleased in my office while they try for talk to my colleague then. I tell them about Ajak Kadima Koli. Where they are, they don't retire, and I ask them for come. When they tell the story of the three wise men, Joshua Nikul, Max Kone, Jonathan Abbas. Jonathan Abbas Kamara. And I've been the try for share stories of the 10 we listen to radio, whether international media, if you listen to Winston Ojukutu Macaulay, Lansana Fofana, Omoro Fofana. The names there, the legends in there. People will open the domots, follow Waka through. Mr. Tambayo there. Daniel Mose, you don't see, he's been there and seen it all. Kelvin Lewis, this man they lock in a container during the war. An attacker. Umo Fofana no can attack no day we no don't suffer. I think he will tell you story here tonight. But this man the attacker and beat and try for game the most unsafe within them. Tonight, On behalf of His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio and the government of Salone, we didn't have to tell you thank you. But thank the media for what you do for give this country peace and for what you do for maintain the democracy. We don't always agree, we will not agree, but that's the beauty of it. This country, today, we get the Ministry of Information, Civic Education, we do town halls, we open up, we go up in our World Press Freedom Index, we get democracy, we get peace. It's not possible without the people that are waiting at this room, the one that we don't die, the one that we fight for that we get a free society. So all we me want to say tonight is thank you. And as scripture says, greater love had no man than this, than for a man to lay down his life for his friends. The people that we die, who they can call their names later today, and show you the greatest love. The greatest love. They lay their life down for the peace we will enjoy. And we get one great simple way for honor them is to fight, to keep waiting them faithful. For long not lost the democracy, long not lost the peace. So for long not all we accountable, long hold each other accountable, long work together. Let we hold this peace so fragile, so desperate, because it's not something that we can take for granted. This democracy that we have, this free media, multiple media houses opening up every day and challenging the space. It was built on the backs and the sacrifices of legends, of you all. And it's a continuum. It's not just the people who have been there, but the one that we are today. And I remember when I posted the flyer, the blogger, and say, why just journalists? We the blogger there. Maybe the town not been the blogger, but citizen journalism been there. 98.1. Where them in there in Alunge, it was basically citizen journalism. I mean, get reports from so many people there. And see, I'm a full idea. See on some side. We've been calling Auntie Budumbuya at the 10. You know? So, Salone gets a rich history of this active citizen journalism, a rich history of excellent journalism. Uncle Eunice Adea, so many of them. So, as Jawad say, we want for listen, we want for learn. I'm excited for learn from now. I'm excited for being part of tonight's event. I commit to now, on behalf of President Bio, that together we not will forget, and together we will continue for disagree. We will continue for even clash. But the commitments we'll get, we will always work for maintain a free society, a free press, with the press are free for do what they do, because without that work day, we not good in there. Salone not good there, the government not good in there. I thank my colleagues with them come, ministers, leaders. I thank particularly as well the members of the diplomatic community. I give them such short notice, but they're there because they want for sure, say they want for day in solidarity with you all. So enough of this talk. Myself want to go sit down now and learn and listen. But I tell you, thank you for your service to Sierra Leone. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. We will continue for agree, sometimes disagree a lot of the time, but we commitment to freedom and the recognition of our role as well, and I don't play in really ensuring that we get this freedom will always be there. And I will invite my panelists then and the moderator for tonight for with panel. And the way we structure this panel, basically we are having one big conversation in this room. We get so many people here who have so many stories that they want to share with we here tonight. And so we get for so at times you get for see the moderator, the ebb and flow between the crowd in the room and also panelists there. So I will start with moderator because we moderator now somebody as well. We also get experience during the war with reporting. A report for Daily Mail newspaper, Sky, FM 106, Kiss 104, the Chronicle newspaper at the height of the Civil War, and at the Chronicle he served as the editor during the war years as well, a role we been in high demand, but as one of the very first female as well for really play an important role in really shaping her career and also contributes to the reportage will be going across the country. And the person right now, she is also working as the head of Leone and also they run a media development agency. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Yema Lolo Thompson. Alright, so my next panelist na Sylvester Rogers, former BBC correspondent. A big round of applause for him. I was too young perhaps to remember some of your reports then, but that's why this is a teaching moment as well for me. In the room as well, we get another BBC reporter as well, former SLAG president as well, Umaru Fofana. And you must also know Umaru is sharing his story for the very first time to a local audience, the audience we go through during the Civil War. So this is very, very important for we media students them as well. And next week I get former VOA correspondent and former SLAG president as well, Kelvin Lewis. So this is basically a star-studded panel. And Yebu Dumbuya of 98.1, Hanafula. With we as well, we now invite the former Minister of Information and another pioneering voice as well during the Civil War. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Dr. Julius Spencer. We still expect one other titan we will join this panel. We another former Minister of Information, and when he came, he will also join. During the war, he even lost one of his journalists then. We Honorable Ibrahim Ben Kabo, when he came, he will join the panel. But let's just give way now for Dr. Julius Spencer. A big round of applause for him. I will now hand over to Madam Yema Thompson for really start the conversation here tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jawad, for the honor. And again, Mr. Minister, colleagues of the Port Estate, all protocols observed. Today, we remember Salon, the member, but we, the journalists, then, become member. And we will discuss three defining phases in journalism in Salon. Before the war, during the war, and post-war, how we contribute to the healing process, and also how we bring democracy, and how we try to maintain it. Again with me, big allegiance, very, very big allegiance. Some of them are the boss, some of them are the classmates, some of them are the colleagues. And not only that the panel get big allegiance, the audience get big allegiance. Now because we're not going to take all of them now you make them at the audience. We get Eunice Assisi. Lord clap for them as well. We get Haja Kadi Macaulay. We know that Haja Kadi Johnson. a household name. We get Daniel Mosse. We get your uncle and big brother. Where we could see how we really were. When our Uncle David Tambayo. Well, I'm going to call that people may recognize them as the same level. But I'll begin quickly. Like I say, we will talk small about journalism before the war. And I know that Sylvester will help me with that. Over to you, Sylvester.
Hello. Now, good evening. I been want cry, but you don't beg me. So I don't cry again. But we want to sing one song, What a Friend We Have in Jesus. Because the minister is our friend. For let's get this kind of initiative, for all can remember what thing happened. So we will be the report and brothers then we don't die. Now a very big thing. Now we can be serious. What a friend we have in Jesus. Oh Lord, change your what a friend we have in Siba.
Jesus first. And I will do it quick because time.
Church.
Well, be the evangelist.
Well, go ahead.
What a friend we have in
Jesus. All our sins and made to bear. What a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer.
Thank you.
Hallelujah. Anyway, this country we have what we call religious tolerance, so we can talk any side about them to religion. But this one no more I want to talk about. Then make us say, Lord, talk that first. During the war, before the war, a lot of things happened.
So let me start first with what happened before the war.
Before the war.
Yes.
Before the war, a lot of good things may happen to we as journalists. And we move freely in the country for report the news. Normally they can say journalists they not make news. And news then they report as the events then they unfold. So we will do that effectively before the war they come. We go the length and breadth of this country for Lord report the news to the people as the events then they unfold. In the process, we make communities then we not get basic necessities of life. We make a reach to them. For instance, a lot of villages, chiefdoms, districts, they'll be able to get access to health centers. Now almost all the chiefdoms in the country. And we'll be able to report that and we'll be able to tell the people that say, we are no need for go to the main referral hospital, pass the sickness, we go down more than you now. We make sure that schools, they are almost every other district for learn, we begin them, and the communities that we school they not been there for let we advocate for let they and then places then they.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rogers. Like I would say, this is going to be very interactive. I will come back. But I want to call one old journalist, when you always say in as a chief veteran. Well, let's just give it back, let's set the context. How the media may look like before the war. USSC, please.
Well, thank you very much. Now, all I can say, there comes one aspect of it continue now, it be really free. It really free to the extent that not to ultimately touch on no, because this political divide will always be all kinds of social corruption, poverty, then kinds of thing. So it may under, but the government itself not been take the bull by the horn and say something wrong. That to the party, the time they can say they address the problem, nobody address the problem. Then forget say freedom to salute. So now to take be a put on force, the Bawusu, not Nobi, take it come, it go begin back at Kelam. This is what we have to understand that. But basically, don't let the place the way you go talk to the place free now, but clearly not ultimately under. Then you can talk about the next most what you need the big club like the country. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So like Karigogo or Stevie will tell me say, when dog eat dog, not to news. But when a man eats dog, not news. So David Sambayo, you want one small parties?
Yeah. Before we come to the war, because during the war we made a report for CPJ in New York. And so when you write everything where they down at AI, where they down at the internet, and now they begin to see the news. So we really been over the war. But before the war, that was around the 1989, most of us just been Commander for 5, Bogana Freetown. And at that time, the week company journalists issue pass, they change you because if you say you go chop money. So now that other way we know we say. You know, because the reason why I have to stand up, I know there's a big gap between the old and the new journalists in Sierra Leone today. Big gap, big gap. There are times we go to.
The gap.
So during our report, order. During the time when we did report,
It's always the report live for video.
No, please.
They don't do the report live for video. That's the live.
Activity, listen activity. Sure.
Definition of excellence.
I mean, they talk something. I said there's a big gap between the old and the new journalists. I think this is the duty of the new slides now will get to bring them together. That are just by the way. But before the war, in the 89, 1990 or thereabout, at that time they will begin to watch and they look for people the way they write in the newspaper. That time, like UNICEF, so we call, if they write, it in our agricultural ministry. So that time they will get a journalist and they want for them advice you on something, we will write about journalists, about agriculture, and they can they will go to. We get some people that they open an information ministry or want to write about anything related to that, and then we go and they teach you. Until we can find out now that there was a difference between the visiting journalists when they come in the other country, and as well as them when they on ground here, then they work. Now then program they do with the party of some of the newspapers or the radio station, then they work. And of course, when I will know the role of the SFBS from that point of view, because SFBS was one of the first SFBS TV in West Africa. So now we all, you walked in and the demand say, make God make you go. So around 1991, now we can get news about unhappiness in Kailan until the news boss say people that don't fit somewhere and that they don't turn a big problem. When he say turn a big problem, some people that they can't turn, they can't report to the army or say there was a big trouble in Kailan district. From that point of view, if you read the wars, the Salon War now, and you look at Lansbury in Bokwe right more, where you read the story about how the rebel then come land. Until 92 April, where NPRC they take over, we will not establish that we not say now rebel don't come and rebel they in bush now, and that there was fight now. So from 92 now, when the war can turn, they can discuss now how journalists they suffer.
So we'll come back to that.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
And the one that when they suffer the war for establish and we know not only the Sierra Leonean journalists, external journalists themselves can suffer.
Okay. Thank you so much. Again, I come back to the panel because we get one of the panelists said with the reports. I don't say for the Chronicle newspaper. Because why they cannot say with the report for the Chronicle? Because over the land, the house style of Chronicle, and say, read what's in Kevin Lewis writes. So now most of the things that we write, I make we know how the Chronicle for go about. But with the arena from Kevin Lewis, I said it's small. But how the media landscape did before the war, just before the war.
Thank you very much, Jima. I entered 1986 and at that time na APC in the Napa and the reporting actually for me mostly na in newspaper. We will not be so much get much prominence in the radio and television because the radio will be the Siam Denton and they like his master's voice. They talk only waiting the government they do and that stuff and they're not be very critical. Or we get some very troublesome big man journalists there. No, Ivy Capo. Files come after. Bonson Davis. We get Bonson Davis. We the one that they write so people that they run for go take the paper. All the time. Well, before them you can get like the tablet. We have been there. Radical. The radical students we can in the road try them. They will not try for overturn the government in 78, was it? Yeah, 77. So after that student demonstration, they gather themselves, they still get this revolutionary spirit and they can they set up these tablets, I mean, whenever I come out, before you click your finger, you copy them down. But in terms of technology, then we're going to do what they call typesetting. You pick the letter, then 1-1, and so then they pick them 1-1 and set them up. So it's been very tedious. We all been there, prominent Samesga, with Samesga writing editorial, so I mean, if you read down you know, say, man don't write something proper, you know. So that was journalism for that day. But it been interesting because it will still be grounded on politics. It will still be grounded on politics, and most of the journalism now being about politics. You know, you are either for the APC or you are either for the SLPP. You know, and so the journalism developed during that period until it comes to the period where David they talk so. Unisa always been the work for government. He end up for begin write good articles for Concord, when I be a Nigerian magazine, and we get some fantastic articles there around that. West Africa magazine self indeed we receive very good journalism, and across the board. Before we come to the period the way David the talk about in a young man.
Unity Broadcasting Television don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform Salon people home and abroad. TV don't come for developments now we countries. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nations alone. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come for developments now we countries. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nations alone. We are independent media house. We dey here for unify, sensitize, and inform Sierra Leoneans home and abroad.
We dey here so for talk, but wetin dey happen? Political discussion.
You for know about Salon politics.
Religious messages, entertainment self no go left bien.
We no go left nothing bien no. Broadcasting TV don't come for developments now we countries. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nations alone. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come for developments now we countries. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nations alone.
This not the team them where we dey talk about
Sierra Leone political history,
defeating the lives of fake people.
Waiting they be na social media.
One-on-one interview, we go bring you all the hot topics.
Unity Broadcasting TV say, and we let myself and better alone. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come for developments now we countries. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nations alone. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come for developments now we countries. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nations alone. You go get we live on Facebook.
Sign and dirty, make some waiting round. That next day, we hear gunfire up in back. With the ape, we don't know what's happening. We just so eventually we decide, say, let's not stop. Come with some technique, lay down, open the mic. Unfortunately, the kind mic they will give you, not pick up sound from a distance. So go open the mic, talk, hot and quick. So we find they go on, we know they open the mic. Then the next day, do clean OC, bullet hole them. Then at the tent. Bullet hole them, then at the tent. Now God make we not been tin up. Otherwise, sometimes bullet been for hit some of we. And cut a long story short, eventually we established with the broadcast. And for me, the thing way up till today, the people them who been they give a report, we are building for, but waiting they happen now free. You don't know now them they give reports. Some of them they are not sabi. In fact, most of them evidently. Hello. Who side the receiver day? Okay. Then we will get some kind of network of people and we've been there. A few people, first now being Abdullah Mustafa. Now we can call, then can report to him, he send information to we. Then get another person with them and they go report to as well. Then build their own networks. We not been sabi the people them. We've been there do newspaper reports. Only we take confuser at the AFRC. We can report headlines in newspapers, talk about on the story them. In the report say our vendor don't count to paper them. But Abdullah Mustafa been the free tongue. Even they buy the paper them, they read, they can call them, tell with the headline story. Then we're gonna report as if we just received the newspaper. So eventually we for confuse the RUF, then stop for the attack longer. In fact, even when then they attack, ECOMOG begin for push them back small. Incidentally, what we did to the Fire Force base, rather than Dongolunge, I should say most of Dongolunge. The terminal, the main terminal building, the FIC na them in control. ECOMOG na the Fire Force na did them in the. So they're not been even in control of the entire airport. Now after them begin for attack them, 9 and grab the FIC commander the rest of the airport. I can tell you today, if maybe no, say na Lunge where they go, next to the rebel them are not been for go. At all are not been for, but will not be no, than they. But God so good, none of we not get any injury, we survive. They like it today, we can tell the story. I just make a short because the story long. Iboku. Hana one time and with the refiring. I think one small snake kind inside the Saudi where would the broadcast from. Hana see the snake. Yeah. I they look, Hannah. I they say to myself, God, you don't bring people picking. This kind of talk to your mama. Or let mama agree for make it go to it. At the same to myself, if anything happened to this speaking, which I had to go tell him mama. But thankfully, we all survive.
Salon the member. And today, the Ministry of Information and SLAJ will help you for member. And Dr. Spencer and Hannah then go as far as for even change the name. Understand the risk we involve. And Hannah will tell me about in life as Yebu Dumbuya. Hannah.
Yema. Yes, well, I'm in need for take on a pseudonym, that of Yebu Dumbuya. So being Yebu Dumbuya, I think Yebu na being very fearless woman, and he rise up to the challenge without even realizing he gets that much resilience in him. So I doff me hats to Yebu. It not been easy, but I just want to make a small note here, because if they talk about the kind of laying the context for the media landscape, I think just at that time, apart from the state broadcaster, we also get 96.2 and Sky in Freetown, then in Bo, then we name Kiss FM. Yes. So the state broadcaster we get 99.9. So we get at least 2 private media houses. Yes. So back to life as Yebu Dumbuya during that period. Maybe gets me background in radio broadcast journalism at the SLBS. And SLBS like a place where you get I think the best training in radio broadcast journalism, because we learn the hard way. Haja Kadi Johnson and Daniel Mosire they will bear me witness to that. And that's not the days them where we be the cut the tape, cut words and put them together and all of that, and edit manual. Now everything digital, everything easy. But then when you go through the rigors, then it help you kind of the old fashioned way, like you say, the good old fashioned way, So there's something good about the incident, because you value what they go through, the experience, and you kind of they get a better understanding of processes where they not the work. And so from there, I get that introduction there to radio and to television. And Abileka, whilst being a student at the same time at FBC. I think there's one thing also, and I'll attribute this, and parents need for also imbibe certain things there in them picking allow picking them for let them grow and let them discover themselves. I will tell you for free that I've been studying I've been doing sixth form now Leeds, North England, Abbey Grange. So during NTND, I remember I do sociology na sixth form. And I remember when they talk about some of the things they will be look at the black people they struggle na America. I also remember growing up in Kenya and going to school in Kenya and also studying in history, Kenyan history about the Mau Mau. So for me, those were found they laid the foundation for me, so it was not just about the permission, but it also be something we are aligned with, because I think Martin Luther say that if you not find something we worth dying for, then your living will be in vain. So for me, it was also an opportunity for do something for my country. Okay, so as opposed to I sit on a Guinea every day with a pay go unveil na Bellevue, and with the ask waiting they go on, waiting they happen. Everybody just not be know waiting they happen. And you there, you want for know we go back when all of this go end.
Thank you very much, Hannah Bula. Again, let me give a big round of applause to Hannah and Dr. Spencer. We'll come back to them. We got three gentlemen there where they all get personal stories. Very, very personal stories. I will start with Umaro. Like tell me what waiting the war reporting will look like.
All right, thank you very much, Emma. Good evening, everybody. It was very tough, as one can imagine, but I also
Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash, and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service oriented, customer friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to enjoy the
BBC reporters had fled? Victor Silva had been forced to flee. Lansana Fofana had also been forced to flee. So, and then they saw my article and then say, well, good article, then call, but they will not get the luxury of mobile phones. Dr. Spencer was the Minister of Information with the launch Mobitel. We've been so dear that we'll not be able to afford them. So we've been just rely on the land phones. And then the BBC called Vision newspaper, which I was deputy editor for at the time. And then they get in touch with me. And then they said, we saw a very interesting article about the Civil Defense Forces. Is there any way you can do some reporting for us? I'm like, who wouldn't want to report for the BBC as a journalist? I'm like, yes, I'm in. So that's how it started. 3 days into my job as BBC reporter, then attack Pakaba and Os, na Juba. But the day before that day, there had been an attack on Cochrane by Ecomog Alpha Jet. So in reprisal, then go attack Yankaba in Os. Again, as I say, mobile phone up in there at the time. If we did, one day we get an Orange 50. So I get this by word of mouth, and I had to verify the story. So I called the BBC using a land phone and a very strange way at the time. It makes me feel like a 100-year-old man. You know, so I would have to walk down to Slet. We was at Seratel Day, and I would pick up a phone at Slet, and I would make what the Americans would call reverse charge call, and the British would call collect call. And some computer in England would pick them up, and the automated message would come say, who do I want to talk to? I'll call BBC, I'll get in the number, then call BBC. And then they ask, there's a call for you from Umaru Fofana, then go butcher my name all kind of way. You know, but BBC can understand saying Umaru they mean. Then go say, no, we'll not take the call because the reverse charge or collect call very expensive. So once I dropped the call, the understanding was I'd rush back to the office, then BBC go call the land phone. Very, very complicated, very interesting. You know, so alternative to that would be if I tell and say I pitch a story, so I get this story, then I go write the story. When I write with a typewriter, then we'll send them by fax. We'll fax the reports to London, and then somebody in the BBC, they read the fax. So then you would not hear my voice, you would hear somebody else's voice when a London day be the work. So when this message then cancel and don't attack Pakabayos, and then I said, okay, let me go verify. My boss then was one Elizabeth Ohini. Some of you are going to know the name, a Ghanaian. So I go na Lumley, I take then long wheel taxi, then I rode the street or Charlotte Street. And not been that man with the go and as soon as Jankaba and Osi defend. And then the soldiers chased me. They shouted, hey, stop. Obviously, I couldn't run. Around like 5, going to 6 in the evening. And then come very close to me. Now you asked for Tijan Kabayos. I said, no, I'm not asking somebody for Kabayos. And then they started beating me. They beat me up. They would hit me with their helmets. Whenever I fell down, they would kick me to get up again. And then one of them pulled the trigger. So the first bullet apparently missed me. Very close range, and then they pulled the trigger again. So I stepped on my right foot, my right leg. I didn't feel the pain. My second step, I felt the sharp pain. I was wearing a black pair of jeans. Black as it was, I could see the blood. And then I started hopping on my left leg. And that did not stop them from continuing beating me. So whenever I fall in, they kick the foot and shoots. Fall I get up again. So I hopped on this, say we're going to the checkpoints. Then they lead me on that mango tree. So I know some Malata family today because I saw Malata family come out, they cry for me. And then one of the soldiers take me file. But thankfully, the reporter had done for the Telegraph newspaper in England, Daily Telegraph, my notes were taken in French. So they couldn't discern what I had written about the Kamajors and other civil defense force people. You know, but they saw the Vision newspaper, and then they could tell that this is Umaru Fofana. And a few days before then, I had reported a story on the BBC about the death of one of their PLOs. They had the PLO liaison officers who died along Savage Street in a gruesome road accident. And the vendors of newspapers at the time celebrated because he was a notorious guy who would go to the post office and would beat up the vendors because he was selling. You know, so they said, oh, now the journalists is now report say, well, Brad died together and celebrate. And then one of them pulled the trigger, apparently to finish me off, and then the other one pushed him. So split second, the bullets hit the tree, but not hit me. So if he hadn't been pushed, I could have just been, you know, eliminated on that day. And then that was just the beginning of it. In the end, There was a soldier, I don't know who the person was, and I don't try for the last 20, that was in 28 or so years. I've tried to know who that military officer was, I don't know. But he was driving up, there was skirmishes at Jue, between Ecomog and the AFRC junta. So this guy was going up to Kabasa, apparently for reinforcement, and then they said, who is that? And they said, Nawan spy. And then they said, no, not a spy, I know him as a journalist. Please let him go, take him to the hospital. And then the guy sped off. There's a guy called Franklin Ebemesi, who was my college mate. He was driving past in his white Mercedes-Benz car, and they commandeered the car. They picked me up and landed me in the boot of the car. They said, I had 2 dots, I go dotty the motorcar inside. So there was one RAF soldier to my head and a Sierra Leone soldier to my foot, to the side of my feet. And then we drove to an undisclosed place. I still don't know where that place was, but Franklin Ebemesi says he knows the place. So they take me to that place, and Franklin would later tell me that when he was driving, they were discussing inside the car that they were going to kill me that night. So then go drop me off, and then the soldier man then come, then hold me on for chop him off. Instinctively I resisted. I not agree. Then take the cutlass. So the cutlass missed me and he hit the stone. And then they urinated in my mouth and they forced me to swallow the urine. And then the light plastic bag. Dropped the flames on my back. I still have the scars. So at that point, they moved me to the wall behind the place. Now, this very same officer, whom I still don't know, he came to this place, and I ran the ask. He saw some of the guys who were around that military checkpoints. And then he said, oh, no, we don't have journalists, where am? And then he said, we don't care, I'm going to hospital. And then I heard him, I said, no, sir, I'm here. So they took me from the back of the building. So there was a pharmacy or something, of some dispensary or something, and then they gave me some first aid treatment. Even that, I've been afraid, because I've been thinking they're going to use an opportunity for give me lethal injection and kill me. But I had no help at the time, so I just surrendered myself. And in the end, they came to 34 hospital. They want to do X-ray on my foot. The soldier man put me in a wheelchair. You know how 34 Sloopy, they put me in a wheelchair, they left the wheelchair for go by itself. Somersaulted until I landed wherever I landed. And then it was a very horrible experience. The BBC had no idea what had happened to me. Not even my newspaper officer knew anything about what had happened to me. So in the end, my colleague Sori Fofana and Mama Janga then changed and named them, like we Spencer and Anadu. Then changed them for go Femina 34. Because I was a fruit seller called Khadija. Khadija canceled fruits inside the ward. Now I get a message for Vision newspaper. That was on the 11th. And then I go tell Vision newspaper now. Then Suri and Mohammed Janga go to the hospital. And then they rang the BBC and told them what had happened to me. That was when the world got to know what had happened to me. And eventually, then came to 34 hospital. So bad as my condition was, then still left Soja Manende, including Sambokari Mosquita, for they can't see me at the hospital. So when my colleague, who was the BBC West Africa correspondent, Elizabeth Blunt, came to Sierra Leone to see me, she went to State House to interview Johnny Paul, who was a military junta leader. Johnny Paul said he had a cold. He couldn't grant an interview. But what she really wanted to do was to protest what had happened to me. So and then Johnny Paul said, not be aware. So Johnny Paul came to see me at Connaught Hospital, bed 7, ward 3. I still crammed the bed away. So once I can do that, I'll go put charity for the person in that bed. But that was, in summary, what happened to me. And in the end, when I discharged months later, or in fact, when Elizabeth Blunt came, she wanted to take me out of the country. They said, no, the junta would not let me leave the country. For whatever reason, I may have to dilate on later on during this conversation. But in summary, that's it.
Thank you for talking about this. Painful. Again, love of country. We'll make sure the truth out. We shall say the public they be informed about what happened. This they will really suffer. And today, I think we get the opportunity for listening to them firsthand. Not Guillaume, other hand, of applause. Salon, the member. We dey continue for member. There one other we up to today, they put in for make sure say we hold government accountable and make sure say we maintain the peace for heal. This person even were combats during the war. Country like a soldier. I want to call Uncle Kevin to take the mic. Kevin Lewis, please.
Uma will get one story. I get several stories. I get story with this man. We during the war, I go meet then Alungi. Soldier man and give his soldier uniform for work. Because who in the camp from Koso attended the commander Kubi. See, he say once you side the rebel then they and them in the go report to and say the soldier them in the report to and who they lunge say then they na Ferry Junction and say then they don't Klein Town, but them they move so that they say one for C. So the can them in the far away. So before we come, he say well for wearing soldier uniform. Because if we been wear ordinary clothes them, anybody be for able to pick we up among the crowd of soldier man them. So we later on at the Yeri, the Western journalists and they talk about embedded, this, that, we didn't get in combat. So we don't pass this before. So that day, at the day where COVID decide saying for take over Freetown back. Well, we don't come till we reach Ferry Junction. So we get us split. We get for go round by Old Black Hall Road. We don't come by Ben's garage, come to Upgun. Then the other group then take the main road, they come. So we'll take that route they build the FRC and the rebel them in the up from the college. And the far we don't. At the day down there, I decide say, even though I wear soldier uniform, and Kobe been they encourage me say, la join. He go make me officer quick. I mean, I have no need for go to all them bokuti. But that day they decide say, I job wouldn't call soldier job. Put it for me. Because what they can done by base garage, then the far away. Then from Upgun Junction, the Mingewa armored personnel carrier, we again the far straight direct. Where the soldier them the strategy, they came far from this side, then they jump go on this other side of the road. But that movement to the other side of the road, if you see where man they run and to win self, it's like we took rest bag, you just even so. I mean, you can imagine the fear where they for say we cross the bullet no meet you. We'll be really afraid. So then when they fire up and up, we see the bullet and they knock them here. Me and this bra, we get for Leone grown. Leone grown by them kiosks. We wait, ladies fire in Domba, waiting. This bra be old Kobe in gone. Kobe been get one gone we is sculpture, fine. I just have been brand new gone Nandi. Then been called and chakabula, but not to be chakabula, and I mean, yeah, that kind of thing. But this man all the fine gone, we also little not grown. Now ask and say, no Paris say you don't go far. I say, boy, say you don't go far. He's so sad, I don't sabi far. Really, I mean, what I experienced there was something else. Waka Kandong. Then Ecomo press the soldier, them press the rebel, them. We Kandong to come, boss for come round to Wataki. Then this man would call Kobe. And the time I really respect him as a commander. So across Fulbe Road, the rebel and the fire. The fire come across. So then the fire come across, we want for cross go down inside Wataki. The soldier, they all team up, all man they afraid now. And the only time I see Kobe will go on, he take the GPMG from one the soldier man there. You know, roundabout the another place there. He team up from the roundabout, he face Fulbe Road. He hold him, he no fire. They tell we all the soldier they low pass bien now. So na bien will be in the pass. All the soldier there na bien will the pass. It map all this thing, you know. That was for me the height of leadership, you know. I make we always they call a commander. In fact, that name we all know for him. Although we can call later on we they call him general, but the commander now we they call him little in the lungi. Me go join them a lungi, you know. And that was the day we pushed the rebel then camp continuous. Like I say, I don't want to be soldier. I feel thirsty. I really feel thirsty. Imagine you don't walk out from Kisi, from Koso, till reach popcorn. I feel thirsty. That got already passed near that petrol station. The candy, the water, if you clean water. If you back, I almost want go down for scoop. I really thirsty. I want Nigeria soldier tap me. He pull in bottle, give me. I drink small. We feel better. We cross that place there. We go inside Wataki. We come out na the other end na Fulbe Road. We come up there. Them and me them because we in the interview, Kobe me make one statement say, if I'm giving the order, don't come meet them and me them, then the full call. I will march into Fita, I will march into Fita. So then they can't give you cold water, that kind of stuff. So the Wakati reach by Cottage. Cottage now the first year I see person brain with Italek. Because now the domot them no far one guy way in brain scatter. They don't do to work. Commodity will come by PZ. You see Road now. You see streets. They no be name and Sani Abacha Street yet. Kisi Street. Kisi Street, then the far direct from PZ, the far street across. I feel something knock me. While look, apparently now the bullet knock the wall across, then he drop. I showed the soldier within me. He looked me like as if me na some ghost. You know? Yeah. So we continue for move, and I've been the period and I've been the day and the way the fire could be. You know, we already the close to PZ Junction now. We'll see they turn back in the camp, the whole inside. Small blood, they come out to finger them. They tell the soldier them to continue for go. We get this Lieutenant Colonel, now be Lieutenant Colonel Shuboiki. I tell Shuboiki, let Shuboiki take command, let him move. So try to find place for let then go treat them, because if we get this wound, we go now and pharmacy along Frobe Road. Go now and pharmacy and go clean them. They will jump inside motoka. We come back. By the time we come back, Shuboiki the radio, I'm not in radio. Say, you don't take over State House. You move. But this soldier who have been shown this bullets, this stray bullets, we all end up for the go. Unfortunately, the plane, the helicopter, we take we now from Koso for camp. This guy been done the day now, he get injury. So he hold me on with all the blood. I mean, the groan. We dey fly for camp Lunge because one let them can't treat COVID now. Because na Lunge will be there. But that man, he still hold me on. He died. And we come back na Lunge. Kobe then treat the thing. Kobe say they say na shrapnel. We feel say the RPG hits additional. This Bobo don't become, his name don't become popular. Vafe Kone. Vafe na been students, Najala. We myself na been students. So like a young man, he look really like they're revolutionary. I mentor him. I be me Bobo. You know, regain the revolutionary vibes, he brave, that kind of stuff. You know, me, the mindo arrest me, treat them at State House. So I move from my house, I go hide. I go reach streets. Africa meet me that morning day. We talk. I say take 10 more. Say now so the movement they go, now so the movement they go. Say take 10. Say okay. Me use me the can take me with me motoka, one old that some small one. And the rebel the Falawi FRC. We decide for drive Kaop Kisi Road, Kandong Bible Road for Kam Bosma lines and roundabouts. I didn't chase we. And catch we na Bible Road. They offload we na the motocar, then take the motocar, they load we now. Begin to go. Me and my we always some anklet, and I've been get upper anklets. Inside the vehicle, me, Ojuku Tumakoli, and my nephew, Samba, with the inside the FRC guy, he draw me, he pull me bracelet na mi hand. They say, look this stupid wire so. You don't go Lambuk, you don't go college or no sabi no Nazi for good. You know me. So and so they take bring we can a cocktail. We then bring we can a cocktail. Colonel AKCC we have in the section. Abdul. I know Abdul because I've been student Najala. I don't know him. Then I've been interviewing him a lot. You know, we been in that position then. So to have a call Abdul say, but this situation happen, you know, make the left way. And Abdul tell say they are
Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service oriented, customer friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service oriented, customer friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service oriented, customer friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079 83 4047 074.
And can't pull one the inside the container. So when they fed for good behavior, yeah, and can't pull one day and carry and go down cocktail. The next minute to the po. You know, so leave that till the next morning, you know. And talk to sometimes in this job he been fine for make friends, even though some people then be unfriendly, then within our friendly situation. So the AFRC spokesman now Abi Aliu Kama, we call and territorial integrity. So Aliu Kama be notorious, you know. While to soldier, Aliu no get any, able pass any law or whatever. But Aliu, now signed, we see, we release. He say in the dua, I signed for make them follow you. I decided when they pull we man no get sus again, they don't pull the sus, they go empty pockets, everything to kind of state house. Then you pull one see for again. You know, eventually, Ujukutu na a policeman and can stitch in head himself in back, and but the story them boku.
Story then really well. Harrowing stories. And again, I'm glad the way Slash say they will take upon themselves for make this a project because we really need to document all those stories there. We get Boku stories. Like you can see from Dr. Spencer to Kevin to Umaru to Hannah to even there's a lot for share. But before we wrap up, I think we are used from Sylvester. Unfortunately, the last speaker will just give you a few minutes.
Well, which means you are not fair to me because we got Boku story. I got Boku story for tell now. For instance, the first story what I do for BBC na the 11th of March, the 11th of January, 1993. I begin report for BBC. A lot of things happen. A day where they report AFRC, they be one for regionalize the coup. So then go McKinney. They want to get people there for support them. So now I go do story. See, they don't come McKinney. I say, but not to serious people there. I say, because they all began a locally brewed gin called Pega Park in our local parlance. So that was a big offense. And I said, that day, Mama go wear black. And see, now they go school. They say, we have Pega Park with a drink. So I didn't hide in 99 days. 99 days, my body all changed color. I left in hiding my wife-born twins there. They all die. I not see them. That wife there, I don't work out with her. Stay inside this wall. Now 34 years, nearly 5 years ago, now they lacerate her to death on the operating theater. We in hiding 99 days. Now Bishop Biguzi say, but that man they do fine reports. Now I make we all day around. Therefore, I they arrange for let they can go exile. Now then go. They can me go after I don't spend 44 days in hiding. And they say let they change my location. One woman been go by. Suddenly I just come on at the parlor. Who's there? This girlfriend business can find when that girlfriend hide me. Now hide me. Girlfriend, now hide me. And they do all things.
Until we wife don't pass away, so it's safe for Lord to talk about the girlfriend.
No, not to that. The wife self appreciate the woman. Because I hide me. If you not be hide me, you don't forget me. And not only that, we don't arrange for let them carry me go. Me and the because all my be they go, maybe don't report now say after this report, this 1997. I say after this report, myself they go. Oh, any side they say, pass. They say we can't drink. Can't drink palm wine. We all they go. Now you they talk for you they run away. Wait till we defend here. So now all they go. Say, but me I go for left here. 2nd battalion there. I want to see how they stand the fourth to the rebels. I don't say me family. This
When you lay down on the wrong mattress, you go always wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Start your day the right way with Vitafoam's range of comfortable and affordable mattress and pillow them where available in stores them near you.
Vitafoam, the fine art of living.
When you lay down on the wrong mattress, you go always wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Start your day the right way with Vitafoam's range of comfortable and affordable mattress and pillow them where available in stores them near you.
Vitafoam, the fine art of living.
would have resort to time and censorship. This not go work, and the people that need for do. I say instead it should be the other way around. I say the guys working for this country, the police, the special branch, and what have you, they will just tell you what you want to hear. But we independent people would give you the raw story as it is, then you can redouble your effort to fight the rebels. I did my dual camp. We go Berry Junction, and then kill 2 white Canadian journalists. He tell me, say, Rogers, I want us to go closer to the front. We did Berry Junction. He said, the fighting be no sir. Say, I want to go closer to the front today. I said, Mark, you know the true story. I said, you know the difference between me and you? I said, it is the color. I said, the rebels fighting, they are my brothers and sisters. I said, you are a white man, they will understand, they won't pick you up. I said, but me, my color, they are going to kill me instantly. So he decided to go. Few yards, he came back. Because he saw they were bringing these 2 white Canadian journalists that were brutally killed. He said, he now came and was trembling all over the place. He said, Rogers, anything you tell me now about the war in Sierra Leone, he said it's gospel truth. He said, I did not want to listen to you. Pulling his hair here and there. I said, Mark, but I told you, these people, they can't understand who is a journalist and who is not. I said, well, I told you the color. You know that color, even this one, you see them? They have killed them willfully. We went into ambush and Victor reported another journalist was shot, Hamid Collier. So they were busy doing operation on him at Mabesene. And now the shock. Later on, I realized I was having the bullet hit it right on my chest. And then they took me to the hospital. And Victor went to report that my colleague, Sylvester Rogers, is being treated for shock at the Mabesene hospital. And indeed, I was being treated for it because I didn't know what was happening. At the border, is that these small boys, these AFRC boys, who just come and hold my ear like this. And when I want for poor with government, would they teach you lesson? Wait, whether the boss then goes. So now the father that will be the chemical, now they talk say, Rogers, you know what would they tell you? Lord, go hang gate. Now me and then go hang gate. Now they tell me, they say, these people, they aim you bad. They say, no eat, no chop. They give me bakulions because then every they run away. So they give me, if I want anything, I they go buy granite, I say I know they eat then chop. That small boy, he get the AK-47, he not able to touch himself. He they draw me his. And they look, this small boy, I want slap her under normal times, he they faint. If you slap her, he they faint. But this boy, he get this gun. How me go can't slap her? I said, but when I try no more, not to try. You foolish man. He they kick me. I said, okay. I said, this thing go down. You can't beg me back. I said, well, Lord, try no more. So then they say, the father, they say, Rogers, we they go. But do ya? We don't make arrangements for let sleep at the mission. So, but before we go to that mission, Victor, if we don't decide for escape, Victor Silva. So when Harry said to Ekomok, na Kosota, I then fly over. So maybe now the place they come with me, whether they come with me, now the motorcar spoil. Now they say, now me get bad luck, let them kill me one thing. Say, hey, but bad luck they pan this, una want kill me. So all don't cross the Gwere Bridge, the motorcar all don't scatter the gearbox. Now they say, can't map now. They come with me, that village, after you cross, where is Sylvester Rogers, and they interview Ali Kamara and Johnny Paul. And they say, Sylvester Rogers, they're on the way for camp. We don't tell and see. We don't tell the soldier man, they say, this man an important man. When I hold on a money, they don't begin talk from morning. The father will go tell me first, well, go sleep to run. Then go first, and then go harass. Father, if you not give me fear. Oh. So the father, he said, no, they know they left me now. Now that 10 day, I can't really know say the Italians are mafians. That father, that's why they vex, they up and down. You can't sleep here. You're not a Catholic priest. You're not this. You're not that. I said, hey father, you know God policy. If they left me, let them go kill me. So this father, beyond a trick with the play, me no understand. I say, just stay on the other side. It's interesting. The story about this one, just cut and short. And the father, as they don't go agree them, they fear now. As they don't go now, the gate man don't lock. Now I can Rogers. I think, now excuse me for language, now that the bastards are gone, I think I can now talk to you freely.
So let's talk freely now, Uncle Roger. Let's give a big hand of applause.
The stories are plenty. I can't finish them. I will write a whole book on it.
Slash the boiling of our courts now. We get a lot of stories, untold stories. We all don't listen to different accounts from Dr. Julius Spencer to Sylvester about how they survive, how they really for make sure say people hear the truth. We get for end. And before we end, I will give a minute each to everybody on the panel. Just 1 minute.
You don't go through, everybody here don't go through a lot. See the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, especially reflecting on the post-war, the healing, the democracy we'll get for maintain and sustain. Waiting that you advise where you give to recurrent journalism for make sure say we adhere to the two principles of journalism. Dr. Spencer.
Seek the truth. You know, something but January is but time not day. Because for me, that have been the salutary experience, waiting I experienced January 6, waiting I see, waiting I
Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service oriented, customer friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madongo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service oriented, customer friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madongo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service oriented, customer friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madongo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service-oriented, customer-friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madongo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash, and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service-oriented, customer-friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madongo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet, always connect.